Good afternoon, everybody. It is July 4th, 2022. It is Monday, and I'll be starting another build today. I'm going to cut the wood for this today. It's cleared up outside, and it's about 2:30 in the afternoon, and you know, I've never had a Jackson Kelly shape, and this headstock, for this neck and everything like that, I've had from a different guitar build, and I've been wondering what to do with it. And I decided I'm going to make a Kelly body for it, so that's what I'm going to do. It's going to have black hardware, but it's going to have a top-loading Strat-style bridge. It's going to be 3 layers of the half-inch plywood, so it's going to be a little bit different. So it's going to be pretty awesome, yeah. And I'm going to paint it. Let me show you. Let the cat out of the bag. Literally, this is the color the guitar is going to be. I am going to paint it like that. It's going to be Bengal with the orange and the yellow on the outside. So this is the color, that scheme that I'm looking for. And I'm going to do it on the back as well. So that's the way it's going to look. I mean, it's going to be a little bit more blended. This is more perfect. I'm going to have it more of a, a burst kind of color. And I'm not going to paint the back of the neck, but I am going to paint the front of the headstock the same kind of colors. But alright, hope everybody's having a good holiday. Happy 4th of July, and we'll start working on this today. And I'm going to call this the Bengal Tiger Kelly guitar build. Alright, see you soon. Alright, just a quick update on the Bengal Tiger Kelly guitar. And I came up with the final shape, so I'm going to cut it out, and we'll see in a little bit. Alright, another update. This is actually paper cutout number 3. I experimented with different sizes, but I think this size is going to work out good. The size of the second cutout was a little too small, I thought. It almost looked like a miniature guitar, like that miniature Explorer there. So this looks like a full body guitar, so this is actually what I'm going to go for. And I'm going to put the neck right where it's positioned. And the bridge is not the bridge I'm going to use. It's going to be black, and it's going to be a little bit wider. It's going to be the 78mm opposed to 68, I think. So yeah, it'll be a little fatter. I mean, as far as string spacing, it'll be the same. But yeah, and Strat style headstock and everything. I'm not going to change the headstock at all. But alright, we'll see when I get this cut out. Good morning. How's everybody doing on this fine Central Florida sunny day? Yeah, July 5th, 2022. It's time to work on the Bengal Tiger Kelly electric guitar build. Alright, we're gonna put the pattern. I got the pattern over here. I'm not sure of the measurements, but I'm sure it's probably like 19-20 inches by probably about 25 inches or so. Alright, let me put the pattern on there and find a good spot where the wood grain. I've orientated the 3 pieces of wood where I have the good wood facing outward and downward, and the not so great wood on the inside, so that way I'm going to put body filler and all that other stuff on there anyway. But alright, so let me temporarily screw these 3 pieces together, and I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, got the 3 pieces temporarily put together with 3 screws. Now I'll get my pattern over the top in a good spot where the wood grain lines up really good, and then we'll trace it out, and then we'll get out the scroll saw and cut this bad boy out. Alright, we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, got the pattern traced out on the wood, and it looks pretty good. And get the scroll saw out. I'll start cutting this pattern out. Alright, see you in a little bit. Alright, got the shape cut out, and it is looking good. Kelly is born. Yeah. Sweet. Alright, let me clean up my mess here, and then we'll get the circular sander out, and then clean up some of these edges. Alright, we'll see in a little bit. Alright, got the lines cleaned up real nice. Cleaned up everything, put everything away. Just wanted to show you the progress of the lines. Yeah, I love the Kelly shape. That is awesome. So, alright. And next step will be to put a bevel on the front and the back. And you know, a lot of times with the Kellys, they're extreme bevels, but I'm just going to do a light bevel. Seeing how this Kelly is just a tad smaller than the standard size Kelly, which I like. So, because I'm using the 22 fret neck instead of 24 fret neck, so I wanted to get the proportions right. But alright, so we'll see all you next step. I gotta go run a couple of errands, so I'll be back and then continue on this afternoon. But yeah, it's gonna be cool. I can't wait to get to the paint with the orange, the yellow, and the black, and the bangle. It's gonna look awesome. But alright, and we'll see everybody in a little bit. Alright, just had a epiphany. I'm working on 5 guitars at once because I'm waiting on parts. So well, waiting for paint to dry on that one and to correct the Pac-Man. But we've got the Tiger Bengal Kelly. We've got the Edward Van Halen Random Star Tribute, and then we've got the Ninja Warrior number 2 guitar build, Ninja Warrior number 1, and of course the Pac-Man guitar and the appropriate necks. But yeah, alright, hope everybody's having a good day, and we'll see you this afternoon. Alright. Good morning. How's everybody doing on this fine Monday morning? It is July 11th, 2022, and it's time to work on the Bengal Tiger Jackson Kelly guitar build. Oh yeah. So got the neck I'm going to use. I got from a different guitar build that I wasn't using. Got some of my tools, and the plan for today is to figure out where the neck pocket's going to go. I've got the bridge in the mail. It's a top load black, I think it's 78mm Strat style bridge. We're going to figure out where that goes. Going to cut the cavity for the pickup, maybe do the wiring, install the input jack, and get everything dialed in. This should be a fairly simple build. It seems how it's not floating Tremel or anything like that. So we'll see how far as we can get today. It's early. We have all day to work with this today. So alright, so the first step is to get my template and figure out where my angle was for my bridge, and then cut out the bridge. I got the scrolls all queued up, and we will see shortly. See you in a little bit. Alright, got my paper template from where I decided everything was going to go as far as bridge placement and where the neck pocket is going to go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it over, freshly sharpened pencil. I'm going to put some lead on the back. I know it's kind of old school method, and draw out roughly where the pocket's going to go. That way I can match the angle of where I figured out where exactly I want the bridge to go, and we'll take it from there. We'll see in a little bit. Alright, it made mark. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the neck out and trace out the pocket exactly, and I get the scroll saw out, and then we'll cut out the neck, and then temporarily take this body apart and then cut out the neck pocket. We'll see in a little bit. Alright, got the neck pocket cut out, or traced out. Now it's time to cut it out on the scroll saw. We'll see in a second. Alright, got my neck pocket cut out, and it fits perfectly. Now I'm going to take one of my blanks here, and I'm going to create a little bit of a lip there. Gonna 2 layers of the plywood, maybe 1.5 layers, and we're going to cut that, and we'll be right back. Alright, got my little piece cut out, and it is looking good. It's the right depth. Now what I think I'm going to do on this particular build, and every build's different, I think I'm going to install the neck, and that way I'll be able to position the bridge perfectly and see the angle and everything like that, and the lines and everything like that. I'll be able to position the bridge exactly where it needs to be, so everything will be dead center. So alright, and then we'll see you in a sec. Alright, got the neck attached, and it looks pretty good. Pretty awesome. It looks like it's lined up correctly as far as the back plate. Everything went smooth. Alright, so now what we'll do is we'll get the bridge, we'll mark out where the bridge's line is supposed to be, and we'll set the bridge, and we'll do a string test and see how we are as far as the neck shim. And then if we're good to go, then we'll actually install the bridge, and we'll see in a little bit. Alright, I got my bridge marked, the intonation line and everything like that, and I did the string test, and it's a little high. The neck is a little high. It's at a good angle, but it's a little bit high, and I want some more play with that. So I'm going to take the neck off, and then the little insert that I made, we're going to make it thinner, and then put it together, and then we'll see you in a sec. Alright, pocket perfectly spaced where it needs to go. It looks pretty awesome. And I got the bridge exactly where it needs to be. So let me install the bridge, and then we can put some strings on here and see how things sound and see how they look. All right, we'll see you in a second. All right, got my holes marked, scored, drilled, marked and drilled, and with my bit, that was the right depth. All right, let me install the bridge. I'll be right back. All right, got the bridge installed, and seeing how this is a neck used from a different build, it's already got all the screw openings for the string trees and for the tuning keys. So I'll just use the other one. I think I got some on order that are coming, but I'll just use from the guitar I was working on yesterday from this is the hardware from the Ninja Warrior guitar. So I'll just use this hardware just for, temporarily. And set for the bridge. This is the bridge for this. This came already. So let me get that installed, put some strings on there, and see where we are. I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, got the tuning keys and some temporary string trees. And these are the right tuning keys for this guitar. I did order this for this guitar. The other black tuning keys are in a different bag for the Ninja Warrior #1 guitar. But yeah. Alright, so let's put some strings on here and see where we're at. We'll see in a little sec. Let's see how it looks. It looks pretty cool. Yeah. And with the paint job, the Bengal Tiger, got the orange, the black, the orange, and the yellow on the sides. It's just gonna look amazing. All right, we'll see in a little bit. Yeah, real quick before I put the strings on there, I wanted to figure out where the pickup cavity was gonna be, just so when the strings are on it, it'll line up correctly. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. So that'll be like right there. Perfect. And I did order that pickup online for the other guitar, and I think I'm going to order an exact one for this guitar, depending on how it sounds. So, or if not, I've got plenty of pickups laying around, so I'll find me a hot passive pickup. But, all right, and we'll see in a little bit. I got both these strings on there, and it's looking so cool. I swear, I guess the more you do this and the more guitars you make, I think this has got to be like maybe 40th, 50th, maybe 60th guitar I've made. It's hard to keep track, but yeah, I'm getting really good at the measurements and everything like that. All right, let me get all the strings on there and do a partial test, and then after we'll do that, then actually I'll fix the bridge. I'll get some Bondo wood filler and I'll cut out the bridge the way I want it to be and get this all fixed now while I got it on there with the strings. And then we can start with the things, like figuring out where the pedometer. I might choose to go with a tone on this one. Do a volume and a tone. Just because I don't do it too often, because I just use the volume. It'd be cool to have a tone, and maybe I could do something else with it. But because I could even do coil split, because a lot of the pickups that I get, like even this pickup's got coil split capabilities, and that might add for some increased tonality options. But anyway, so let me get the strings on there and we'll be right back. Alright, got all the strings on there. I got a quick intonation on there, and there's no dead frets on this fretboard. This fretboard's been played before, so not like that other one that the Eddie Van Halen tribute. There were some dead frets, but there's no dead frets on here, so just wanted to show you how it looks with all the strings. Can't wait to get to the paint. Man, the paint's gonna be so amazing. And I'm glad I went with the shape, like there, the Kelly shape, and the size too was just perfect. So I thought it'd be like a little bit smaller than normal Kelly, but I think this is dead on to an accurate Kelly, Jackson Kelly. So see if I can prop the phone a little bit. Let's see if I can do this. See if I can switch it around. Alright, let me get the camera set up and let me give you a little bit of a sound test. I know we're outside and got the AC running and everything, but one second. Alright, look out. I gotta try to prop this up the best as I can. See if I can get it in frame, but yeah, listen. A little bit of Iron Maiden. Yeah, let's see if I can get a little further away. Let's see. wow, I'm really impressed with the resonance of that. Wow, let's see if I can. And I didn't add any body filler at all. It's not even glued together. This is like separate, so wow. A little bit out of tune. My hands are just super dry from working with the wood. Yeah, my hands are super dry. It's like, Conchita. Anyway, just wanted to give you a quick. Sounds good. And all I did is put the neck on the plywood, and it's not even joined. All it is the neck, the plywood. So as far as the, you know, the tone woods and everything like that, I mean, you have to hear it when it's plugged in, of course. But still, it'd be pretty cool, I think. Guess it all depends on what you do, but when I add all that other stuff to it and make the wood more dense with the body fillers and all that, I'm sure it'll increase all the tones. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyway, let's get back to assembly, and we'll see you in a little bit. Okay, now that I got the test and everything looks like it's perfectly, the bridge, the, you know, the angle of the neck, everything, the pitch. Let me show you the action. This is just basic setup. So, and look at where the neck is according to the fret, or to the body. It's just like a strat. I mean, this is a little, this is not glued down or anything like that, but yeah, pretty killer. It's gonna be another epic, awesome guitar. All right, so next step would be I'm gonna get the neck pocket dialed in and everything like that, and then fill it in with a wood filler, and disassemble, take everything apart, and then I'm going to glue the top layer to the middle layer, and then, you know, work on the neck and figure out where the volume and the tone pots are going to go. But anyway, next step. All right, we'll see in a little bit. Actually, as usual, before I take the neck off, I'm going to figure out the strap button situation. So I know one's going to be dead center. I just got that mark right there, dead center, and I'm going to probably put it on the behind on the neck plate. That's what I've seen a lot of Kellys. They have it, you know, on the same spot on the upper part of the neck plate. So let's do that real quick and see how it sits. And I've got new buttons in there. All right, alright, quick update. Got the strap buttons figured out, and it's hanging in the perfect spot right there. Awesome. No neck dive. So that's cool. Alright, we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, forced indoors. Got a little bit of weather. Amen. Yeah, isn't that great? Alright. So we're working in the garage again. Had to haphazardly grab everything out of the rain. Alright, we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, it's actually time to join the top layer to the middle layer. We're going to glue them together in the garage here. Alright, we'll see in a bit. We'll separate these ones, put some glue on there, and then glue them together. Alright, see in a bit. Alright, top two layers have successfully been glued together and looking good, straight on the money. Alright, next step is going to be to cut out the pickup cavity. So I'm going to get me the drill and make some pilot holes, and then get the scroll saw, which I saved from the rain, scroll saw, and cut out the pickup cavity. Alright, we'll see in a little bit. Alright, successful cutout of the pickup cavity, and the rain continues. So we are good to go. Glad we have a place we can go hide from the rain. So alright, next step is going to be to flip it over, and I decided just to go with the volume knob this time. I think it'll look better overall with the paint scheme, just to have one instead of two knobs. So it's just the volume knob, and I put it right there. So next step is going to be to turn the guitar over and figure out all the wiring. So let me draw that out, and we'll be right back. Alright, real quick before I get to the figuring out the wiring, I did the ground wire real quick. And so we'll see how it's on the inside there. And I drilled it through, so that'll be the ground for the bridge. Alright, we'll flip it over and we'll figure out the wiring. Well, I started to draw it out a little bit. Yeah, so basically it's just from the pickup to the pedometer to the input jack. So it's going to be cool, pretty easy, and just a circular input access panel plate for the pedometer. And that's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So let me get out the Dremel tool and we'll cut this out, and we'll see in a little bit. Alright, quick update on the Bengal Tiger Kelly electric guitar build. Pretty much got all the wiring done. It was pretty straightforward. Just the from the pickup to the pedometer to the input jack, and then on the other side for the input jack, and then I cut out for the access panel, which I'll make a circular cover plate, and then I'll countersink it. But we are ready for the glue phase. So I'm going to glue the top piece to the bottom piece. I've already sanded it. Yeah, it's still raining, so I'm glad I can do this in here. And this wood actually, wood is actually pretty good. I think it's going to need less body filler. But let me go ahead and glue these two pieces together, and I'll see you in a second. Yeah. All right, let me add some glue, and I'll be right back. Alright, quick update. Successful glue phase. We are a solid body, and it went together really well. Wow. Those lines are just awesome. I do love this part. Wow. That is killer. That looks so good. Wow. I love this shape. I love the Kelly guitar. I should buy a real Jackson Kelly eventually. But yeah, quick update. It's all together. Alright, next is the ugly phase. So we'll put some body filler and fill any voids. But believe it or not, this wood actually was pretty good. I mean, there's a little bit on the front and a little bit on the back, but nowhere near like the last one I just did, the Eddie Van Halen tribute. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Alright, let me clean up my mess and get organized. I'm kind of scattered all over the place because of the rain. I had to and it's still raining. It's got to be about maybe 3 or 4 in the afternoon. So yeah, that looks pretty awesome. Let me show you again how the neck pocket, how it all looks pretty awesome. Alright, let me get cleaned up, and we will see you in a bit. Alright. Alright, moved into the second room here. Yeah, that is awesome. Got a little bit better light. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and then we're going to do some Bondo wood filler. But this one's actually pretty smooth. There's a few spots, but yeah, and on the top there. But I'll get it nice and slick. Alright, I'm going to take a little bit of a break, but then I'll be back. Alright, we'll see you in a little while. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing on this fine Tuesday? Cloudy morning. It's early. I'm loving it. It's time to continue work on the Bengal Tiger Kelly guitar build. And as you can see, I've applied all the wood grain, or the Bondo body filler. I did quite a bit on the top and the back, even though it didn't really need it per se. I just wanted to make sure this finish is going to be amazing. So plan for today is to sand on this, make it perfect. Cut out the back access panel. I'm gonna make me a custom circular access panel plate and then countersink it after I get done sanding the Bondo. Then we're gonna do the ugly face part 2, the wood filler, and we're gonna let it dry and harden. We'll see how it goes today. I don't know if weather permits. I'm gonna go to Walmart and pick up some of that Krylon 2-in-1 primer paint, filler sandable primer paint. I do have some other stuff, but I had such a good experience with that I'm gonna go with that. So I think it's less than 10 bucks. I think it's like $8-9 a can or something. But anyway, so let me get working on this and we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, another quick update. I got the body filler sanded and it is looking amazing. Yeah, I love that when it transforms from that ugly body filler to wow, it looks good. Alright, so the next step is going to be to cut an access panel plate, a custom one. I'm going to get out some paper and cut me out one, and then I'm going to get the rotary or the Dremel tool, and then I'm going to countersink it. So, alright, now I'll probably just go with a straight circle. Could go with an oval shape. Let's go with a straight circle. So, alright, let me get that stuff out, clean up my mess here, and we'll see in a little bit. Alright, got my shape. I'm going to actually cut a circle. I got my pickguard material, 1-ply, and I'm using the top of vegetable oil spray, non-stick spray, the top lid. Looks like it'd be about the right size. So I'm going to make a pattern of that. Alright, we'll see in a little bit. Alright, successful cutout. Now let me get a little sandpaper and get the edges real perfect. Then I'll put it on the body. I'll trace it out with the pencil. I'll score it with the X-Acto blade, and then we'll Dremel it out. Alright, we'll see in a bit. Alright, quick update. Got the access panel countersunk and installed, and it looks pretty good. And let me take this out, and next thing to do will be to start the ugly phase part 2 and put some wood grain filler. As always, I use plastic wood and I dilute it with some water and start putting some coats with my fan brush right here, and we will see in a little bit. Clean up all my mess. Alright, we'll see in a bit. Alright, I just want to show you real quick the countersunk bit. Alright, we'll clean up my mess and we'll see a little bit. Alright, another quick update. I got the first layer of wood grain filler. It's a little humid out here, so it's drying a little bit slower, but that actually might be a good thing. And see all the prep work that I did, how smooth, level, and flat the wood grain filler is put down. Wow, that looks cool. So, you know the routine, we'll put several layers of this and let it cure really good. Sun's not baking me today. It feels actually kind of pleasant out here today. So, yeah, so we'll do this. And got another project that I want to start. Just a little heads up. Guitar number 6, I guess we'll be working on at the same time. It's actually a couple more in the works as well. I don't know if you remember a while back I was doing a dog-shaped, Lucy the dog-shaped guitar. I think I'm going to pick up and continue on that. I've got a double neck Stratocaster in the works. You know, I've already cut the body blank. I just got to get the necks and figure out what I want to do. And I actually had a serpent sting body cut out, 3 layers, and I found a suitable neck and I ordered it and ordered pickup and all the parts. So I'll be doing another serpent sting guitar here starting in a little while. So this will be 6 guitars all together. The Pac-Man guitar is going pretty good. Still waiting on the neck. Had a little trouble with the paint reacting, but I put a good layers on the other day. It's not perfect, but I'm gonna wait for a week and then sand it and then do a final coat on the neck, and then I got to do the inlays and then the front of the headstock, which is going to be the white power fill. But anyway, so we'll let this cure for a little while and we'll see in a little bit. Alright, just a final update on the progress today on the Bengal Tiger Kelly electric guitar build. The ugly phase part 2 is in full effect. I've done all the wood grain filler and it is looking good. I gotta say, because I did all that prep work with the Bondo filler, I think it's going to be a lot smoother. You can see it's definitely a lot smoother. This is like 4 coats of the wood filler and it is looking good. And I did actually cut out the piece there, so I think I showed that in the video. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, I'm not sure if I did or not. If I didn't, it's up there. Yeah, I made a piece there, and counter's like, oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. But anyway, so it's all a big blur today. We were storming all day long, so I couldn't really get a whole lot done. And this looked like it took a lot longer to dry because of the humidity. But yeah, it's fully dry now, but it's way too late to start sanding on it now. But I'll start sanding on it tomorrow. And I need to go to Walmart and pick up another can of that Krylon 2-in-1 primer paint. The same one I used on the Eddie Van Halen tribute, because that just looks amazing. And I'm gonna start using that from now on. So I got it from Walmart. Hopefully they have some. You can always order it online. But alrighty, I hope everybody's having a good night. And we will see you soon. I'll start working on the neck for this one, doing the leveling, crowning, and polishing. Also, I'll do the fret work for the Eddie Van Halen Random Star guitar. And then we can continue work on the Ninja Warrior Part 2 guitar up there. And surprise, I've got a couple more guitars in the works here. I don't know if you remember, I posted a while ago about a dog-shaped guitar. That's that one. And I ordered some parts for a second Serpent Sting guitar, and that's what this one is under there. And actually under here too, from a while ago, I cut a body. Anyway, the phone cut out. There's somebody that actually had called me, so underneath there was a double neck Stratocaster guitar. But anyway, so hope everybody's having a good night, and we will see you tomorrow. I can't wait to get the paint on this one. The Bengal Tiger paint is just going to look amazing. I can't wait to get to it. But all right, we'll see everybody soon, and hope everybody's having a good night for like the 4th, 5th, 6th time that I've said that. All right, see you later.